What are you humming?
Oh,
What are you humming?
you know me. Life is a Broadway musical.
We know that about you.
Remember last week in church where Dirk was talking about the stewardship drive and how we should think about increasing our current pledge by 10%? So because we care at Stone, I started thinking about where my money goes and if it always goes towards something I really care about. And you know what occurred to me?
What?
My seasonal addiction to pumpkin spice lattes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let alone my regular caramel macchiato.
Oh my God, that's what I'm addicted on the rest of the year.
But wait, what do one of these macchiatos or these pumpkin lattes cost?
With tip, it's about $7.50 now.
For coffee?
So I multiplied that $7.50
Yeah.
by 52. It's $420. That's a lot of latte.
Wow.
So I figured it out.
Wait, what did you figure out?
I figured it out.
What'd you...
With my phone's calculator, I figured it out. $7.50 doesn't buy a heck of a lot. $7.50 doesn't mean a thing. But multiply it every week throughout the year. Then I've made my 10% and show Stone that I cared. I figured it out.
Where do our pledges go anyway?
Hold on. Somebody, there was a budget meeting and I have some information from
Oh, good.
like last week. The total income budgeted for 2023 for the church is $640,000.
Well, where did that money come from?
Well, the thing we're talking about is how much comes from pledges. Pledges are 85% of that.
Oh, wow.
It's like almost all of it.
So yeah, so $500,000 in pledges. So we got to be able to increase that.
Where does the money go?
53% to personnel and administration, pastors, right?
Yeah.
Office staff, and that's not just a salary, it's all the things that cost that go with it, like insurance, benefits, exactly, and their salaries. All right, so
And it's not cheap living in this area.
the next one, buildings and grounds, 10%.
Well, doesn't that include our custodians?
It does. All right, next is worship.
Yeah, Nancy and Barbara. I mean, they're a vital part of our worship service, right? The music, flowers.
Tazay.
Oh, I sent it to Zay.
Yeah, bulletins. We hand those out every time, right? And then the other thing that I always remember that we care about is shown up in Stoneworks.
That's like the outreach.
Yeah.
Right?
8%.
That's an important part of our church.
Really important.
Yes.
Because we don't want to just be about ourselves, but we want to make sure that we are helping the world, helping our community.
That we love our neighbor.
Exactly.
So if we care, we got to help more.
Because there's a lot to care about.
How do you figure out what you're going to do?
I have a few too many streaming services that I don't really watch.
Don't we all?
Oh,
Sunday Morning Stone is way more
I mean,
important
who needs
than
600
Netflix.
channels, right? It doesn't feel like a sacrifice, though, because we care. It should feel like an offering.
What I'm thinking about as we talk about this is like inside of me. Where does Stone Church fall inside of me?
Yeah.
And the I care part, generosity, giving to help others. How do you have, keeping that at the top for me and bumping it up 10%. So it's not just about sacrifice, but focus and really thinking about what it means.
Mm-hmm. Nor
No one's asking us to give up vacation, but they're asking us to prioritize.
So having to just, really think about this seeseems so important to really focus on what we care about.
Mm-hmm. We figured it out. We figured it out. With our phone's calculator, we figured it out.
We figured it out. All right, Soul Feast group.